Yes. So it's a pleasure meeting you, and I wish that our interaction, our exchanges will help us to move forward and then complete this course successfully.
Yeah, we thank God. We thank God. We have been told we are just two of us, and I mean three of us, including the two of you. So that is a very small family for us. And wherever the family is too
Yes.
small, the unity is stronger. What disturbs families is when they get bigger, extended, and many things happen.
Yes.
So I would like
Or
to,
maybe
sorry?
one student may join us next week
Okay,
in
so
our
that,
department too.
so that we are three of us now. I mean, so that we are three
Yes.
of us, including the teacher, to make four.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now let's get into business. I have actually owned. I have owned a recorder to record the class. Let me hope it will not disappoint. The first
Yes,
thing
sir.
I would like to do is to share. I will share with you. Maybe I may not be able to share now since I'm in class, but I want to share with you a course book and also share with you a course outline. Let me start by let me share. Let me present. Make my screen visible to you, and so that I can be able to show you. Are you seeing something on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm trying to. Oh, uh-huh. So, what I want us to talk about is a what? Is a course outline. You know, the course outline is very important for us. It helps us
Yes,
to.
sir.
It will help us to know exactly how to proceed. Okay. First of all, let me say that this course is about understanding the digital and electronic technologies that we use in teaching and learning processes. That is the core. Although educational technology has a history way back before even the digitalization of education. Because when we talk about education technology, we might mean a lot of mediums, including the blackboards and other non-digital aspects. So technology, education technology is not a new concept. But now it was more blended. There was a more, it became more relevant, more interesting when now, whenever we talk about educational technology, we are not only focused on the traditional technologies and approaches. Now we are integrating in digital and electronic technologies that, of course, are too instrumental in helping the teaching and learning process. So we are going to be looking at all this, and we are sure that as a student, you must be skilled. You must acquire the knowledge and the skills that help you to to work with these technologies in our schools. We're also going to expose to you theories, like I've said. We need to understand a lot of theories, especially theories in selecting, evaluating technologies, and also understanding the appropriate applications or appropriate ways to apply these theories and techniques in educational setting. So there will be a lot of reading even out of the classroom, so that you can have a high level of competence in what we are talking about. So that's what the course is all about. And in class, We will be talking about demonstrations. We will demonstrate some of these technologies and how to use them. We'll do discussions. We'll do lectures like I'm now doing the lecture on this course outline. But importantly, like I told you, we will also give you activities where we expect you to do readings and come back and do your demonstrations and your discussions. Now, the required readings, there is a book uh, to give you, but there is no book to purchase. So don't buy. The book is free. Okay. Uh,
Yes, sir.
so you can also access it. These days, PDF.com is not giving those downloads, but you can also access it on PDF.com. But now, since it may not be easy to access it, I'll send it to you after today's class. So, and I'll be using this book and other documents that talks about this course. I'll always make it available, and I've put some of the readings on this course outline. So there are some times I'm going to ask you to uh, always check the course outline and do a little bit of readings. We have actually attendance policy. Let me talk about that policy. I expect you people to be regular in class, unless there is a problem, like you are telling me about the problem of our colleague, of our student that is bereaved. That is understandable. But I personally don't expect you to be away from class and you have not communicated. So you need to be regular. Regular tendency is very important and required. If you are going to be absent from a class, you let us know. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we expect that at least we don't need to be penalizing you all the time. You are a human being as long as you have communicated. For each class period missed, of course, we give penalties. We can deduct some marks, but I don't believe in that. But we keep talking to you so you understand the importance of. Uh, if you must miss the class, please speak to me ahead of time. That's the attendance policy. The course
Okay, sir.
content, the first aspect we're going to do in Unit 1, we'll discuss media knowledge and skills. We want to understand what do you already know and what do you need to learn. What do you already know and what do you need to learn? So we want to see your level of skills. Much as it is Unit 1, it has also other things, of course, having, we'll set goals and like we are doing, we'll set goals. We will now go deep into an understanding of what education technology is. We'll do chapter 1 of the course book. All this is media knowledge and skills. We want to know how far you know, what do you know, okay? So you are going to
Yes, sir.
set what we call educational, personal educational technology goals. Personal, personal uh, learning goals, personal education goals. And we are saying as an activity, we want you to identify at least two personal technology goals. Okay. When I say technology goals, we, you I'll train you on how to set your goals and when you set a goal you are evaluating yourself. Okay,
Yes, sir.
what education technology skills am I weak at and how do I strengthen it? What education technology skills am I good at? Okay, that means that you are going to draw your technology goals and say show us your weaknesses, show us your strength in education technology and applying it, and then show us how you intend to improve on yourself in areas where you are weak, especially if you're a teacher. What technology what technology skills are you weak at? You know, maybe you can just say, I have understood that when it comes to online classes, I struggle with using the platforms. I cannot know this, that, and that. That is where I am weak. But I also have understood that I have strength in using uh, educational media, education videos, and also the technologies, the physical technologies, and connecting them. At least that is my strength. So each of us will identify two personal technology goals, and your goals is due at our second class meeting. So you remind me so that we listen to you and understand your technology challenges, technology strength, technology weaknesses when it comes to education technology. Now, unit two, we are going to do the history of education technology. The history of education technology and the purposes of education technology. So we are going to do many things about the domains of education technology. We must understand what education technology is all about, the aspects of, I think somebody wants to come in.
Is that student? Is that student, sir?
Okay, let me see what to do. Yeah. This is really an interruption. Okay, let me admit her. Mhm. Okay, fine. I think she's in. I can see the name Mami Bandle. How are you doing? Is she there?
It's like she has muted her mic.
Okay, fine. We will continue, then we'll give her time to speak to us. Let's just continue with the discussion of this course outline. So we want to focus on the history and on purposes of education technology, and we will discuss the five domains of education technology, what aspects of digital technology are very fluid, and what parts change very little. We will watch a video. They call it the Apple's Future Computer, the Knowledge Navigator. We'll discuss what is media literacy, what is informational literacy. We'll give the history of educational technology. How has education technology been integrated in the classrooms since over time, over the years? What does this experience tell us about technology integrations today? What are the internet and world wide web, and how do you use them as learning tools? We will also discuss how to integrate educational media and information literacy into teaching. Of course, there will be activities every week. We have activities and assignments which we are supposed to accomplish. In this one, in week two, we will look at the history of the web and how computers can help teachers, and we do a debate. Okay. The other aspect, we are going to identify key media and information literacy issues in the teaching field, and we will envision how to integrate those issues in our learning activities. That is for next class or the other week's class. And you write about these ideas. I'll guide you more when it is time. Yeah, Unit 3 is about how to select and evaluate education technology for the classroom. I love this one. So we will evaluate whether the technology we are using can enhance learning. We will also look at the networks and all that. So there's also an activity there. Unit 4 is how to prepare technology enhanced lessons and in your classroom. And then unit 5 is how do you keep yourself updated or It's about the emerging technologies. And that is all. That is all. That is all for this course. We will be doing more. We cannot be slaves to a course outline. So we'll be doing more. In case as we progress, we may want to understand how to do more. Okay, so that is the course outline, and I will certainly share this with you. There's no problem, so that you can have uh, how to progress with the course outline. Now, let me introduce to you the course book. Okay, let me show you the course book. And in this activity, today's activity, of course, I'll give you time. I've spoken already enough. Like I said in my class, I want to hear students speak. I don't want to be the one speaking. I speak, do one or two things. I give them the guidance. The next aspect is to see them what? To see them speak and do something. Now, I will still share my screen, and but I'm going to share as I give you the activity, because in the next 30 minutes we are going into an activity which is going to be based on reflection. So I'll give you time to reflect, and then we'll come back at exactly 6, because we are supposed to end the class at 7, not so?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I will give you some reflections and come back at 7. No, at 6, to continue with feedbacks on what you have reflected. But now, before we go to the reflections, let me show you the book. Let me share my screen again and show you this book, a very interesting book. And if you have chance to, okay, this is the book. Now, this book is by, this book is, we are calling this one Education Technology, a primer for 21st century. It is by Honga and Michael Spector and Young. They have said many good things about the book is 253 pages. I don't expect you to print it out unless your father has a free printer. Or unless you yourself, where you work, you have a free what? A free printer. Let me get some water. So when you search in pdf.com, you are likely to see this book. But if you cannot, I will share it to you. So it should not be a problem. But I want to show you some of the contents. So let me rush to the contents. Now, you see that the first part, which we are going to look at today, is a full chapter, and the chapter discusses introduction to education technology, the purposes and scope, the key concepts, the definition of education technology, the brief history of education technology, and all this is very important for our course outline. So I am very sure that this book is going to be very helpful to us, because it brings out all the aspects that we need for this course. and all our teachings are going to be based on this book. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
you will certainly dedicate your energies and time on this book. Every time we need to deduce some aspects here. Okay, now in your reflection, I want you to read the first part of uh, of the book. I'll give you 30 minutes for that. You do a skim reading, not a thorough reading, and then you bring out the following issues. Let me copy them, and I'm going to share the book with you. But I want us in that skim reading to bring out the concepts and principles of education technology, to talk about uh, uh, a small history of education technology, and classify the scope, dimensions, and perspectives of education technology. And then we will also reflect on the roles of educational technologists. I want you to do this, and in a skill way, because you can't read much, there's no time. So that you can now, if you can do a PowerPoint presentation, better. If you can do a PowerPoint, better. So when we come, you do a presentation of your understanding of the material from the course book. Okay. So without wasting time, let me share the course book with you and the course outline so that you can start on your reflections. You can work in a group. You don't need to go out of you don't need to go out of the what? Out of the class. We can You can discuss here. Uh, so you don't need to go out of the class. You can keep talking. There's no problem, and you reflect on issues. So when you come, each of us will do. Um, you can share. You can share actually. You don't need to do the same things. Okay. You can pick out. Let me put something in the chat here. Are you seeing the chat? Are you seeing what I've typed there in the chat?
Yes,
Okay.
that is gone. It's gone.
Yeah, when you check the chat, it will come there. If you go to your chat, it is there. I think you are using a phone flashes it and it hides it. But if you are using a computer, it is there in the chat. That is where you click and you see your chat messages. But it's like you people are using phones. I don't expect you to be using phones. I expect you to be using computers. That's why I'm giving you activities that require that you do PowerPoint slides and come and do a presentation. You can never do these slides with your phones. Okay? The phone, you cannot learn at this level with the phone. You must have a computer so you can be able to work out some of the activities we are talking about. Do you have computers? You are muted, Linus, you are muted.
At the moment, I'm using a phone, though I have a computer, sir.
Yeah, but how are you going to be doing the activities? Uh, Now let's give chance to Madam. You are welcome. You know, where I was not expecting you. I got information that you are bereaved, so we accept my deepest condolences.
Thank
Uh,
you, sir.
but now that you are here, we thank God for that. The first, before you came, we have already done two activities. The first one is that we have explained the course outline. The second one the second activity, we introduced each other, ourselves to each other. So I will not do the introduction again, but I would love to hear from you. Who are you? What do you do? Um, what motivates you to this class? And all those things. Okay, what is your professional line? What are your professional dreams? So, meanwhile, be telling us that as I share the book.
So can I take over?
Yeah, take over, madam.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Mr. Linus.
Mm.
Actually, I'd forgotten about this class because we were actually bereaved and it was buried yesterday. So I'd forgotten until you sent me the message, Mr. Linus, of the class again. I'm happy to be here. I am Madame Valerie Nkem. I am a pastor by profession. I taught for a while. I taught for some time. And I left UB some years and then I stopped teaching. But I teach in other sectors like biblical teachings in the church. I teach there. And I'm into business. But I thought it's necessary because it has always been my dreams to go back to school and obtain a master's and even further because I have actually aspirations to do many things in life with.
Yeah. You are welcome, madam. And it's good I don't even have a pastor. So I have got my own pastor on this class to give me the ministry. We are glad to have you. Uh, if I want to sketch out my own introduction, I'm called Dr. Abdallah Zirava. I am working with the ICT University. I'm heading the Department of ICT. I am also a teacher. I started teaching in 2002. I have a Bachelor of Science in Education, Masters of Science in ICT in Education, and a PhD in Applied ICTs in Education. So you see that my line is purely teaching. I have taught for more than 20 years in class. I've taught all levels. I've taught secondary schools. I've taught primary schools. I've gone to teacher training colleges. I have been at the university, all doing one thing and teaching. I am a Cameroonian that was born in Uganda. You understand? So I I just made myself a Cameroonian recently after understanding that I have stayed here for a long time. And I was telling Linus that I cannot stay in this country for 7 years and then I don't call myself a Cameroonian. So I'm already a Cameroonian, but my birth country, my birth of origin is Uganda. And I am here. I teach in many professional schools here in Yaoundé, and I'm happy to have you. I'm happy to be part of this journey. Let us just pray as we are all believers that the line we are taking gets is blessed, so that we get benefits, we rewards that come with all our efforts we'll be putting on in this class. So that's what we did. And secondly, we discussed the course outline. I think that's why you met us. I also promised that we'll be sharing materials in box, not on the group. We have agreed on that because the group is a composition of many teachers, many instructors that have very many other courses they teach. It becomes very boring for us to be sharing with them what does not concern them. Since we are not many, we will certainly be sharing materials to us, to ourselves in the inbox. Okay. So permit me to send you the material. I'm just loading my what? My WhatsApp. Okay, I think I'm good to go. So let me send you. I'm sending Linus because I don't have Madame's number. But now when I send to you, you can share. Let me see if it is going to be okay. Yeah. Yeah. Learners, if you check
I think
well,
so.
yeah, if you check well, you are going to realize that you have the resources. Share it with Madam. You said you're Madam Valerie.
Yes, please.
Okay, but on your the name on your on your account here is very different. Do you have a son or a daughter called Banley?
That's my husband's name, so they just put it Mommy Bonley.
Okay. Husbands are enjoying. They are enjoying. See how the name is just going all over. So no problem. We can still call you Mami Banley, so I think that has no problem. You understand? Uh,
Okay, so
I think that has no problem since it is your husband's name. So can we now go to the reflections, please? I want to still flash let me flash the aspects that I want you to look at in the book. Okay, there you go. I want you to classify the concepts and principles of education technology. I want you to recall the history, talk more about the history of education technology. I want you to tell us the scope, the dimensions, the perspectives of education technology, and then you reflect on the roles of education technologies. I will give you 30 minutes for that reflection. I was thinking that you have computers. I wanted you to summarize your material on, on a slide, okay? And then when you come back here, you of course share your screen and I see your slide. I think by next week you people should have computers. I will not be able to keep teaching people that are not producing, because there is a time we are going to be producing content, designing educational media. It requires that you have computers. There are times I'm going to demonstrate something and I want you to do it. You will not do it with your phone. So I'm thinking this should be the last class you are getting in with a phone. A phone is okay if you're not going to construct any materials. But now we want to give you softwares, because my course is very practical. I'm a very practical teacher. Very soon I will be telling you to produce and design um, some of the contents using educational technologies to demonstrate these technologies. How are you going to do this with a phone? So I'm thinking that the phone can be something we use in an emergency, or you are walking, or you are in transit, and then you say, Dr. Abdallah's class is on, I have nothing to do, you use a phone. But all the time you want to take a class as a serious student, you must have a computer which you log on to and create content. Because every time we give you reflection, we tell you to create content, you design, you do PowerPoint slides, because you don't come to talk to us like I wanted to say like we're in church, but Mami Badle will attack me. But even in church, even in church, people prepare. I have seen churches where people come with the projectors. There are big projectors in church, and people prepare their presentations. So I would not love that you come and preach and talk to us without showing us what you are saying. And all this can be done when you have a computer. So can I go out for some time? I think I'm going to get back here at 6:20.
Eh,
Or sorry,
Excuse me.
go ahead.
So have you highlighted the aspect we are to discuss on in the book, in the course book,
Unfortunately,
so that we
no.
can?
Unfortunately, no. You understand? I
Yes,
know
sir.
it's not going to be easy for you, but when you skim through, next class I'll be doing that. But this class, no. Okay? So just skim through and see
Okay.
what you can get.
So the problem is I didn't get the points you say we should discuss on, we should reflect on.
I have sent it on your WhatsApp, and I want you to share it with the Mami Banley.
Yes, I already sent it to her, sir.
So you have not understood it?
I said I didn't get the points. Okay, educational technology. I've seen course outline, then I've seen the course book.
You have not seen something on your WhatsApp?
No, sir. I've seen only the course the course outline and then the course book.
Okay, how about that? I'm sending it again. Has it come?
Yes, yes, sir. It has come, sir. It has come.
Can you read it?
Classify the key concepts and principles of educational technology.
Mm,
Record the history of educational technology.
mm,
Clarify the dimension and perspective of educational technology.
mm.
Reflect on the roles of educational technologists.
Very good. Very good. So let's take 30 minutes for that. And then your reference should be the course book. Your reference should be the course book. But if you cannot get it from the course book, you get it from the internet. You understand? So that
Yes, sir.
you understand it easily. But I would love that you keep reflecting from the book. Okay? Because the internet
Okay,
is
sir.
going to give you a lot of things. And Mr. Lenas, I am not here to highlight things for you. This is master's level. You understand? I don't even give
So,
notes.
I was only expecting the concept. I didn't say that you should. I was only expecting the concept we should look on.
No, kill your head. You can kill your head by looking for them. Because also ability to synthesize a big chunk of information is what I'm testing from you. You understand? I want to
Yes,
understand
sir.
whether at master's level, when you see a big chunk of text, you can be able to do what? To read it and deduce it and summarize key aspects from it. Okay? Okay, thank you so much. I am going to come back here at 6:25 or 6:30 latest. I will use the last 30 minutes to conclude the class. You don't have so much time, so get busy.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you don't have so much time, so just get busy.
Thank you, sir. Hello,
Yes, dear.
Mr. Linus.
Afternoon. Yes, evening.
So this note he first sent, the one you first sent to me, the course outline, is what he's saying we should read. We should just schema on an answer.
No, we should. These ones, the text that he has sent, classify. There's another text that I've sent to you. Go to your WhatsApp, you see. Classify the key concepts and principles of educational technology.
Okay,
Yes. That means
we should go offline and do that.
you can just check in the code in the book that he has sent.
He has sent a book.
One of that PDF document that I forward to you like that.
Okay, the first book the course outline you sent to me.
Not the course outline. I've sent you two documents. One is in PDF and one is in Word.
Okay. Let me try to open it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a primer for the 21st century.
Yes. That document in 1.1.3, there's key concepts there. That's page 6.
Yes.
I think from there you can get you're talking about key concepts.
You said page 6.
Yes, page 6. I'm seeing the page 6. On that page 6, I've seen key concepts.
No, I don't think I'm having it. It's either I'm not there. My
Open the
page,
PDF document.
my page 6 is preface.
Open the PDF document and then you scroll. You see on the content of the book. Check the content of the book.
Yeah, I'm there.
Go to the content. You will see on the content introduction and overview. Part 1.
Introduction to technology.
Part 1. Introduction to educational technology.
Yes,
That will have purpose and scope, initial motivation, key concepts.
yes.
Yes, it's on the key concept. Look at the page of the key concept. You scroll, you see page 6. I want to have the key concept there. On the key concept, I'm seeing.
Okay. Attitude.
I'm seeing
A mental,
attitude.
a mental disposition.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Then after that, we see competency.
Yes.
Those are the. I'm sure those are the concepts he's talking about.
Okay.
So just to highlight those concepts, then we'll go to the next point.
So are we supposed to work together?
Yes, you can work together.
Okay.
I think you can just put down you can just list the concept.
Write it down.
Well, yeah, you can just list the concept so that when he's asking, you just give him.
I want
Because we have
Yes,
competency, we have
I love
education.
what you people are doing. I am not so far. Actually, I was trying to cook some rice, so that I can. I was telling learners that my life is that of an intended bachelor. Mami Banley, you asked whether we should work together, and the answer is yes. Working together is the best. You understand? I
yeah.
also love the approach, okay, of
Yes.
understanding what you need from the aspects, okay, and then looking at the book where it is located. You can have an highlighter, okay, and highlight the aspects on the book. Are you getting me? So that you don't write again. You don't write again. You just highlight in the book. You know, PDF has an highlighter for that. You can highlight key things. So I'm happy
Yes,
that
sir.
you are using a what? You are using a very a collaborative approach to understanding. So let's work together. I'm not here. Let me go away. But I don't want to go off because I'm recording the class. You understand? But
Okay, sir.
I'm going out. I'm going out to buy something for my evening meal. So I'm just going to come back at 6:30, and then we will start our discussions. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm gone. So, but I cannot go out because I'm recording a class. I'm recording the class. If I go out, the recording will stop. But continue.
No problem, sir.
And yes, I need this class recorded. It will help you as a future reference.
Thank you, sir.
So we have attitude, competency, education, educational technology, learning, formal learning.
Informal learning. Hello?
Then in instruction, it is page 7 now. Instruction
Yes.
design.
Intentional learning.
Of instruction design.
Learning.
Lifelong learning. After instructional design, we'll have intentional
Intentional.
learning. Intentional learning.
Lifelong learning.
Yes.
You have media.
Mm-hmm.
Multimodal resources.
Yes.
Non-formal learning. And technology.
Yes. Then we need to go back to the next point. I think with all these concepts, each and every one of us have an idea about it. If we are asked to, let's say, give a brief explanation or definition, right?
I didn't get you.
I'm asking whether you have an idea about any of this. If he may ask, the teacher may ask us to define or say something about the concept.
That's what I'm trying to also go through.
Okay, no problem. While you are going through, also have no problem. Have you gone through?
I'm doing so. Yeah.
Okay. The next one is for us to look at the brief history of educational technology. And
Can I
from
go?
the history that we should recall a brief history of educational technology.
That's really bad. Where are you? Which page?
Go to page 10. Brief history. Just scroll down to page 10. Brief history of educational
Okay.
technology. Okay. The brief history of educational technology, they're telling us that learning started with the existence of human beings because as we were living, we were already learning. So a lot of tools were being used in the past, like we can table it traditional ICT tools to teach people, or that is what the early paragraphs are saying. Okay, with this history, we can have seen a paragraph here saying that this history can be traced as far back as the 19th century, where non-text media arrived with the invention of the
As far back as which century?
19th century.
19.
Yes, the
I
19th century.
they're talking about this history is about educational um
Technology.
educational technology. Because if we say 19th century, then it's just near. Because I see down here that the invention of the Gutenberg printing press in the 15th century.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is also a form of technology.
Yes, the invention of the Gutenberg printing press in the 15th century, yes, made it possible to share information and knowledge with a much wider group of individuals. Yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
good. That's good. Yes, I didn't get that paragraph. Yes, before even coming to the other paragraph where it is talking about for the instructor, where the invention of the early cameras came in 1839.
Yeah.
So by then we see that since then technology has changed and has evolved with telephones coming into existence, desktop computers, laptop computers, and now we're having more sophisticated devices that we can use
That's
to
true.
teach. I think we can. So we can say that it started as far back as the 15th century with the invention of the printing press by that was started by John Gutenberg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, I think uh, we can get that as the main point there. Then we'll move to the next item that we're supposed to look at was the scope. Classify the scope, dimension, and perspective of educational technology.
Have you found it? Okay, yes, I just got it.
Okay, we are talking about the scope. That's page 14.
Yes, I got it. That's where I am.
Okay. So for me, I think that the scope of educational technology takes all the resources we look about in the form of tools, technique, resources, processes, and equally involves content experts, technical specialists, teachers, administrators. I think the scope is too large.
Yeah.
So for me, I can say that educational technology, the scope of educational technology cannot be limited in the field of education. It covers all aspects of life because educational technology is used in all domains.
Of course. It's a daily life issue.
Hmm. So when we're looking at the scope of education technology, look at this 1.2.1. This need assessment. It is still under the scope. So we need to look at the needs, assessing the needs. So we're planning. We're looking for planning a new course, informal or informal logic or whatsoever. We need to look at need assessment, assessing what we need for the course, what education needs, what learners need. And then we are looking at the various technological devices that will be used to accomplish this process. So we are looking at need assessment. After that, we also have assessment and feasibility analysis.
Where are you?
Still under the scope. Look at 1.2. 1.2 is the scope. 1.2.1 is the first point under the scope, which need assessment.
Yeah.
So I think that it covers it. The scope has to do with assessing the needs.
Yeah.
Looking at the needs that what can we say, the needs of the learners or the needs of the what we need to accomplish the goals, the purpose, and the objectives of education. What are the technological devices that we will use to deliver the content to the learners? So I think at that level we're looking at that. Then the requirements. After the requirement, we have the design. Designing how we're going to what method or designing the strategy that we're going to use to arrive at our objectives. After designing how we develop it. Are we together?
Yeah, I just got to design now.
Yes. After designing, we need to develop.
I'm not even ready this thing, so.
We're looking at development. So once a design has been specified, or we specify the design, now we try to see if it is possible to begin developing and implementing the course, putting the course into practice. After we must have designed it, we are seeing how the course will be run with the various technologies that we have.
1 minute, I just want to shut my door from noise. Thank you. I want to ask a question, please. Because
Yes.
as I'm through this, I know we are talking about the scope. And on scope, we have just spoken about the needs, which is the needs assessment, which is actually the planning or the identification of a problem. I
Yes.
just saw the identification of a problem. And then after that, we are talking about requirements and feasibility analysis. That's once the problem
Yeah.
has been identified, we have to now look for measures or goals to see how to solve the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. What do we need to what are the various things that we need
So this
to analyze?
design the goal, the needs or what? I'm not read through.
Design is like coming out with a framework, with a program. Is like we're coming
Okay.
out with a program on how we're going to follow it.
Okay.
Let's say we're trying to teach the course, maybe computer to students. We now look at the need, we assess their needs, we look at their requirements, then we design a program. We're coming out like with a framework, how we're going to follow. After coming out with the framework, now we develop now the content. That's development now.
Okay.
You know, I'm trying to understand things like a little bit in line with the stages in curriculum development.
Ah, that's true. But you know, me, that was long time ago. So as we are talking, it's coming back to mind.
Yes, coming about like it's coming about the stages in curriculum development.
Yes.
After developing now, we need now to manage management. Now managing it now means that we are doing we have second point, second development there. Second development is like want to do pilot testing.
Well, after development, you just keep, I think you have skipped deployment.
Yes, sorry, it's deployment. Deployment now is like doing pilot testing. Like we're trying to take it to a small group of people to see if the program is going to work with the various devices that we have. So we try to do with a small representative group of students, including both high performing students and those who are not doing well as well. It is likely that such a trial field test will result in a need to make changes in the design. So here now we do pilot testing to see the various areas of the design that we can adjust.
Okay.
Management means now putting the program in practice. We're putting the course into we're teaching the course that we're actually teaching now using the various devices that we have mentioned in our design that we're going to use. Once the course is deployed, the natural question to address is whether or not it is achieving its intended goals, whether the goals of the course are being realized. We are trying to look at the various stakeholders that will be involved in the course. The various people that will be involved in the course. Who are the people that are going to be teaching the course? Are they skillful? If they are not skillful now, that's where training now will come in. So we're now identifying those areas where they are lacking, and then we train them to make sure that they are fit for the course. I think for me that's my own understanding.
Then dimension. Okay, that's a thing.
Yes, I think that those all these points covers both the scope, the dimension, and the perspective, all in one.
Okay.
Then reflecting on the role of reflect on the roles of educational technologies. That's the last thing.
Yes. Sorry, Mr. Linus.
It's okay.
Yes, it's not easy to learn from home.
I'm telling
I'm trying to get through.
Okay, we are looking at the dimensions of educational technology.
Yes.
I think it is on
Part of
page, page 21.
Pardon?
The dimension they will have page 21.
I've seen dimension. I'm on it.
All right. Yeah.
I just want to find out, are we just two of us in this course?
Yeah, there are just two of us. So other somebody is going to join. There are just two of us in our department.
For now.
Yes, for now.
Okay, I see. Okay, then the group, General Masters, Educational Masters to students.
It involves all lecturers.
All lecturers in the school?
All the lecturers in our all the lecturers that will be taking us in our courses.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then is there anything like a timetable?
Yes, I think I sent you a timetable already.
No, I don't think I've seen it though. Or maybe you sent it during this time days that I was really busy. I will check again.
Maybe. All right. Okay, so I'm seeing that something in the form of dimension. Dimension will have computer and software, architecture, engineering, design, research, human, computer interaction, learning psychology, program evaluation, project management, social interaction, system thinking. Other ways, I think about see that they have highlighted other ways of it. They have highlighted other ways. They look at communication, coordination, office.
The communication, I think the communication has to do with the transfer.
Yes.
The transfer, all that is learned and how to transfer it over to the learners.
Mm-hmm.
That's the communication and the coordination of it. I just think so. I don't know.
Yes.
Now, what is this contents and resources? Content.
With this content and resources, they are looking at with the advent of internet, the resources that educational technologies and content experts can access. Here we're looking at ongoing efforts. look at the program, the structure of collection of courses. How is it being organized? Learning resources, what in fact look at the content, everything that it entails, everything that it takes for the course.
Okay, so talking about the content expert now, who is the content expert?
Content experts are like instructors or facilitators.
Okay, okay. Wow.
Yeah, look at hardware and software devices. What are those? Hardware devices like computers, telephone. Software devices now are programs like this Google Meet that we're using is a software program. It's
Okay.
an application. So we're looking at implementation. Here with this implementation, we're looking at how this course can be taught. For me, I say how this course can be taught. So we're looking at what needs, how all these tools and what is needed to make the teachers, the students, and all those resource persons that are there to be productive as far as technology is concerned. I think that the last thing that I was supposed to look at the role of education technologists.
I'm a little bit lost.
I think we have looked at dimension, right?
I'm trying to find myself.
Just go through, just be calm.
Yes.
Are you there?
Oh, I'm not there. I can't even find where I was again.
Check on page 24. Are you on page 24?
No. I went that far.
Since we have touched dimension, let's hurriedly touch perspective so that we'll touch the last aspect before the teacher comes.
Yes. So, page 24.
1.4.
0.4. That's that. Educational technology perspectives.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
It's okay. So looking at that, we are seeing that there are five clustered related competencies that emerge that educational technology has to handle. We're looking at knowledge competence. We need to look at what knowledge do learners have about educational technology. That's knowledge competence domain. Are you seeing those point one?
Yeah.
The knowledge. So anybody and educational technology has to have well-developed knowledge in including psychology, computer interaction, social psychology, instructional design, software engineering, technology integration, and so on. So have the next point is process competence domain.
These competencies, Mr. Linus, okay,
Yes.
competencies to educational technology perspectives.
Mhm.
Let me ask a question. What's this educational technology perspectives?
When I talk of perspective, we're looking at the various dimensions from which educational technology can handle. Like, it's like, for example, how can I put it? I can be likening it to the structure. For example, for example, one can say that looking at the Bloom's taxonomy, Bloom has classified it into the cognitive, into the affective, and into the psychomotor. So this perspective, what are the various aspects for me? So I look at the knowledge, competence, teachers and students have to have correct knowledge or reliable knowledge about educational technology.
Yeah.
So the process is like understanding what is possible with regard to a variety of devices and software. So how does having an up to date, you should be up to date with the idea of technology, understanding of what can and cannot be done, and what expertise is needed at the level of technology professional. So the process that is like your skills. What skills do you have as far as technology is concerned? Then the next we have application. competence domain. Are we there?
Okay, I am back. I'm sorry I took some time, but I know you must have been engaged. It is really a very cumbersome aspect of work. Uh, we we know we cannot do it now and finish it. So what we are going to do, I want to hear from you on your understanding of the key aspects we are looking at. But before I hear from you, okay, Madam Mami Banle has left. Maybe perhaps it is network or data. You know, these classes, you must be ready. You must be prepared. The minimum you can put is 1,000. That is to, if you are using MTN, so that you can have your 2 GB. It is, but I'm also very happy that we are able to do classes online, because you know, at master's level we are very busy. And many of these professional classes, I mean, schools have not adopted online classes. They're still challenged. So I'm very happy that uh, we can. I was even worried that you people say no, we cannot do online. I was thinking you are going to give me 1,000 excuses, and which might be valid, because you know it comes with a cost. But the same cost you use for transport, inconvenience, and displacement, the same cost you use to buy the what? The data. You understand? Imagine if you are to go to imagine if you are to go to school, you will you pay too much. Uh,
Yes,
are you getting me? Hello, Mr. Linus. Are you
yes,
there?
I'm getting you there.
Okay, fine. So we are just going to
Yes,
conclude
I'm
today's
getting you
class.
there.
We are just going to conclude today's class. I think the discussions will be in our next class. Okay. Uh, since
Yes, sir.
since Madam has even gone off, we can allow the discussions for the next class. But before we get to the discussions, permit me to highlight out key aspects that prompted me to tell you to get to this level. Let me highlight them and talk about them. First of all, I'm interested in an understanding of the definitions, the scope, and the components of education technology. I was very much interested in that. And I highlighted a few things. I'll discuss that for you. Uh, when we have, for example, if one asks us that, what is education technology? We are supposed to understand many things. First of all, it is not only about technologies. It is not only about technologies. It involves a lot of things, a lot of aspects beyond the technology. Much as you see, we say education technology, but it is more than that. It has a big, large scope. So you are going also to realize that the term educational technology is not only for the education population or profession. We are using it generally. Okay. So everybody needs this, because it is not only for education. It is used generally in the general population. So we have everyday use of technologies that may not be necessarily even educational. So you see that it goes beyond the concepts. I mean the it goes beyond the scope. Okay, because education technology is about the tools like computers, tools like the internet, tools like Google Meet we are using. It is also about the processes like the processes we are using to use to design, implement technologies. Then it is also about the procedures. It's about the resources. It's about the strategies that we use to improve learning experiences in our settings, either informal setting of learning or formal setting of learning. So we need this at the workplace, we need this in our classrooms, we need this all the time. So educational technologies, of course, have a bigger, education technology has a bigger scope. It touches way back from the early uses of teaching tools, and then it has come to the expanded recent devices and approaches like mobile technologies, augmented realities, simulations, virtual realities. But even before all this, we had education technology. So I expect you in our next class to give me an historical perspective, okay, historical overview, okay, and also give me key definitions, give me principles, give me perspectives of the developments of technology right from the times. So next week we will be, of course, talking more on our findings on what we have given you. It is also next week that I expect you to discuss your technological goals for your classrooms, to show us your weaknesses in integrating technologies in your classes and how you intend to improve it, and also to show us your strength and show in the future what do you hope to be, what is your goals, what are your goals in future, technological goals. We'll also be discussing that. That is more of personal technological goals after you have done a reflection. Yeah, I would like to thank you so much for today's class. It is not a bad start. We now know there's a lot for us to do, so we have started in a good mood. Now, I also want you. You are the course delegate, so I don't know whether you have a responsibility to understand how we record our classes, our class assiduity, class records, and all that, because I might not be physically in class, I mean, in school. So you must guide me on that to understand how we record all this at the administration. If maybe perhaps they have books, I don't know. I don't know. So,
Yes, they have record of workbooks.
yes,
So what we have discussed today, when I get to school on Monday, I will have to fill it in the logbook.
exactly. Exactly. So that
So
when I
that
happen to pass by end of the days,
pass by.
I can sign.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so that should not be a problem. Uh, what else did I want to tell you? Um, yeah, I think we are good to go. Do you have any question for me?
So I wanted to inquire whether our classes will always be on Saturdays or is only for today.
When I discussed with you, you seemed to, because I don't have any other day that is free. Okay, from Monday to Tuesday to Friday, I'm occupied in the evenings. and I know that you can only take classes in the evenings because you are working. So the only time that I saw that I have is Saturday. So can we maintain Saturday unless you people have maybe unless you people are busy, but that is the only time I have. That's the only time I have.
Okay, sir. So this Saturday, at least, can we take it a bit? Let's say 6, 7,
No problem.
because 5,
No
5
problem.
may be too early.
No problem. I don't have any problem. Only that you know that 7 is a rush hour. You know, 7 is a
Yes, sir.
rush hour when you start programming aspects for 7 p.m. You may likely have difficulties because that is a time when people are rushing, people are going home, people are not. So it is it's a rush hour. That's why I didn't want to put a class on it. But it's okay. If we talk to Mami Banle and she says there's no problem, we can be starting at 7. There's no problem.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, we can start at 7 and then end at
And at 9.
9. As long as the school will not have a problem also, because
So the school, no, the school's problem is that we should have the class. Even if we have the class, the time has nothing to do with the school, sir.
okay, fine. Then 7 is okay. 7 is okay for me. I don't have any problem. So we can just say next Saturday we'll start our class at 7.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I also wanted to ask you. Uh, just skipped my mind. This age, the age is getting on me. I wanted to. I don't know what I really wanted to ask you. Okay. Okay, fine. It's
And
about
so,
the time. Maybe Mami Banle will be briefed about the time, and if she has no problem about it, there's no problem. We will certainly take that time. And we also think that next week, please, let's have our computers if we can, that we start working on the resources and also understand how to build the resources. If we cannot, there is no problem because I know it is not easy. It's not
Sir,
easy.
my own is that I have the computer, but most of these online, I've not been familiar with online lessons, and using these applications may be a challenge to me.
But
So
now, but
I will,
I saw that today you never had any challenge. You were so you didn't have any challenge. And Google Meet is too swift. Google Meet is good. It does not even take a lot of data, and it
okay, sir.
is straight. So we'll keep learning. These are technologies that we need to be learning. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm happy that we are using
So
them. Mhm.
we need to download Google Meet in our computers before we
No,
are access.
no,
Okay,
no,
sir.
no. You don't need to. Once you have a link,
Okay, sir.
you click on the link, and of course, if it is for the first time, it will give you. It may want you to log into your Google account. You understand? Because
Okay,
Google Meet is a Google future. It's a Google future. So when you have not been using it, they may require that you log into your Google account. Okay, which should not be a
okay,
problem. Okay. I know
okay, sir.
some people always forget their passwords. So,
Hmm.
but I think it should not be a problem. So when they tell you, the beauty is that when you log in for the first time, the second other precedent times you don't get the challenges. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a good evening, and bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
I'll send you the
thank
recording.
you.
What I'll do, we are going to be. I am going to upload the recording of today in YouTube on my YouTube channel and send you a link. Okay. Uh,
Yes, sir.
but you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay. So if I forget to send you a link, you are getting notification as I publish. Are you getting me? So that you go there
Yes, sir.
your own selves. So you can go to Google search and you look for Abdallah Ziraba YouTube. They will show you my channel and you subscribe to it, you put a notification button. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that will help you to have your content coming on time. Have a good time, and bye bye, and have a good weekend, and bye for now.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Linus. Hello?